morning students. Today we have to study some new terms. Here we are going to study about the terms of credit. Credit in the sense loans. Yesterday I have told you that loans, people take loan from the bank. And these loans, when we take loans, interest rate is charged by the bank. That interest rate is comparatively higher. So here we can say suppose myself, I have taken loan from the bank, I become the borrower. Bank is the lender. Those who give money, they become the lender. So these two terms you have to study. One is borrower, another those who give loan, that is bank. For example, bank. Bank is a lender. So here we have two important terms. One is known as collateral. Collateral in the sense when we take loan, we should have some assets. The asset means the property. Property can be many. It can be any type. If I have house, if I have flat, if I have land, if I have some vehicle, if I have some bank deposits, these all can be the asset. So when the borrower take loan, the borrower has to submit these documents of the assets to the lender. Means borrower, when he takes loans, then he has to submit the documents of these assets, whatever he has. For example, I have told you that flat can be, building can be, vehicle can be, or it can be any land. So any and bank deposit can be. So this we have to submit to the lender or bank. And until the loan is repaid, this will be these documents will be with the bank. Means when our loan will be repaid back with interest, we repay the loan to the bank. Till that time, our documents will be with the bank. This is known as collateral. So collateral means the asset that the borrower owns. That can be land, any property, vehicle, deposit with the bank or anything, and uses this. Means whatever this is, that is uses as a guarantee, as an assurance. Okay, guarantee means as an assurance, surety to the lender, to the bank, until the loan is repaid. So till the loan is repaid, it will be with whom? With the bank. This term you have to study very well. Okay. Next important thing is the term of credit. Terms of credit means another important thing that when we take loan, we have to follow some terms of credit given by the bank. The terms of credit can be, terms of credit means some agreement. What are the important rules to take the loan? So what are the terms or rules we have to follow? That can be the interest rate. What is the interest rate of the loan? Particular, suppose it is housing loan, it can be car for vehicle loan or any type. Interest rate that is fixed by the bank. That we have to follow that interest rate. Another thing, collateral. We have to submit the collateral that we have mentioned before. Next, all the documentation. Many things are Aadhaar card, many such proof, identity proof, many such thing could be. Our salary, this would be, okay, how much salary we get, that could be salary certificate. So, documentation needed, and mode of repayment. Within how many installment we are going to repay the loan. So that is known as mode of repayment. This all together we can say term of credit or terms of credit. So terms of credit means when we get loan, we have to understand and we have to follow the terms of credit that is prescribed by the bank. What are the terms of credit? Interest rate, mode of repayment, then documentation required, whatever documentation that would be collateral. These all we have to agree with. These two terms you have to understand. And the terms of credit can be vary from one bank to another bank. Okay. For State Bank of India, the terms of credit can be different. For HDFC, it can be different. For ICICI, it can be different. So many such documentation can be different. Somewhere it is needed more documentation, somewhere it is less. Somewhere interest rate is less comparatively, not much, but somewhere it is more. Like that way it can be different. So anyhow, it depends upon the bank. Means from one bank, private banks are there, and many such banks in terms of credit are different. And another thing that the credit agreement for housing loan, it can be different. For vehicle loan, the terms of credit can be different. That much documentation not required, but housing loan documentation is more required. Then for any other farmers, they take loan for their cultivation. That is good for the country, right? Farming, we have to support them because they cultivate and we get that food grains. So for farming, farmers, for the cultivation, getting the implements, etc., the terms of credit can be different. Such way, the terms of credit or credit agreement can be different according to the loans. According to the housing loan, it can be different. Vehicle loan different. Then for farmers, cultivation, etc., it can be different. For small scale activities, it can be different. So it depends upon the situation or the need. Next topic we have to study, that is about the cooperatives. Have you heard about cooperatives? Okay. Now, cooperatives in the sense, in the rural areas, besides the bank, there are some other formal institutions besides the bank. This is known as cooperative. Cooperatives, here the people belonging to same occupation. People belonging to the same occupation. For example, people belonging to farmers, okay, Krishak cooperative. People belong or doing the occupation of dairy farming. People who are doing the occupation of small scale activities or industrial activities, they come together. Means same occupation, they follow same occupation. They come together and pool their resources. Pool their resources, they collect their money. Some amount of deposits or some amount of money they deposit every month. So some amount of money they deposit, they come together and they deposit in this. They make one cooperative society, cooperative, and in this they deposit this money or amount collected from every member. And when that money or that accumulated or collected money is a large amount, they deposit that money in the bank. That money itself becomes the collateral here. There is no need of other collateral. Collateral in the sense, I have told you, the property which the borrower has. The documents of that property the borrower has. That is known as collateral. Here the money they have collected itself becomes the collateral. They submit that or they deposit that in the bank and they get the loan. The loan amount will be much larger. So the collected money, with that collected money, they deposit in the bank to get loan. So that money, collected money, become the collateral and they get a large sum of loan, and that loan is distributed or it is given to these cooperative members or the members in that cooperative society to enhance or to increase their production activity, to increase their farming activity, to increase their dairy farming activity, or whatever purpose they use that loan. And once this loan amount is repaid to that bank, again they ask for another new fresh loan. So this way the cooperative societies work. So cooperative, very important thing you have to remember, that is the members, they belong to same occupation. Okay, members of that cooperative, they do the same occupation. They come together, they collect their resources or their money, they deposit in the bank. When that money, large amount of money, they deposit in the bank, that money itself becomes the collateral. They get the loan, and this loan they use it, the members, they use it for their increasing or enhancement of the production activities. And when the loan is repaid back, again they ask for, they get the new loan. So this way, Krishak Cooperative or Weavers Cooperative, dairy farmers cooperative, many such cooperatives work in our country. It is especially found in the rural areas and mainly for the small scale activities. Okay, so this is one of the important formal sector, or this cooperative comes in the formal sector. Okay, they follow the bank rules given by the bank. And now we have, as I have told you, that formal sector. So here we have to study that there are two important sectors in our country. That is, in the loan activities, to give the loan, to accept the deposit, there are mainly two important sectors. Which are they? One is known as formal sector, another one is known as informal sector. Formal sector, I have told you, cooperatives and banks include in the, which falls in the formal sector. Formal sector means particular rules, regulation, etc. Formalities are followed in this formal sector. But informal sector, there are no such rules and regulations. Here, informal sector include money lenders, friends, relatives, etc. You can see in the village areas, you can see sometimes we are in need of some money. So sometimes what we do, we don't approach the bank. We ask from the friends, we ask from the relative, we ask from the money lenders even in the rural areas. So these money lenders, friends, relatives they are not following any rules and regulation, etc. Okay, that these all people are termed as, or they fall in the category known as informal sector. Another important difference between formal and informal sector, we can see formal sector, the interest rate is comparatively less, and informal sector, interest rate charged on the loans or in that credit, that is comparatively higher. So when we take from the money lender, he charges according to his wish. He don't follow any bank's criteria. Okay. So, but in the bank, they follow one criteria which is given by the Reserve Bank of India, RBI. So formal sector, interest rate is less comparatively, and the informal sector, it is high. Interest rate is high.